We are streaming our first Strixhaven draft. Haven't really done much research for this particular set yet, so this is probably the least prepared I've been going into a draft. But I have at least done my 17 lands tier list ranking, so hopefully that will set me in some kind of place to do a draft here. So I guess we've got the choice of traditional or premier draft. I think because of time constraints, I'm just going to choose the premier draft today. Even though, of course, traditional is the true form of Magic. All right, let's fire one up. So, what do we think's good in this set? Yeah, well, looking at the spoiler, I really like green. I just going off what I've seen, I think green looks very strong. But of course, might not actually play out that way. The top green commons all seem super solid, creating multiple bodies, or this being great stats. Okay, waiting for server. What do we want to open? One of those. There's a couple of A's in this format. I don't think this is one of them. Okay, so we've got a red-white duel. Whirlwind Denial is our whatever it's called, Mystical Archive. And we have a lesson somewhere too. Elemental Summoning. Create a 4/4. That's a pretty good lesson to go fetch. We also have some great blue-green cards. This one looks awesome. Fits in with the ramp theme. I guess it is quite small. It's not a giant creature. I really like Burying Books as a blue common. That seems quite solid. So I think from this pack, what I'm looking at is, yeah, probably this Quandrix or this Elemental Summoning. I don't mind picking Elemental Summoning because I can't see this. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the Quandrix to try a gold card. Try and sort of put me in that direction. We'll see if this blue-green ramp style strategy was good. What do we got from here? Well, I mean, I'm not going to take these, but these are kind of the payoffs for being, 8 or more lands, right? You get this Kelpie Guide, you get this Vortex Runner. What's a Conspiracy Theorist? You may pay 1, discard a card if you draw a card. Okay, that's pretty decent 2-drop. It's kind of going in a different direction. There's also just a good green creature. What's this lesson? Okay, and there's this lesson. Yeah, look, I mean, the Conspiracy Theory is probably the strongest on raw power level. Probably the correct pick here. But, I'm a sucker for free spells. I think I'm just going to take this. It's going to go in my sideboard no matter what, right? And then, we might wheel one of these things. I want to try this blue-green deck, so, if this was a stronger card, I'd probably take it, but I'm gonna see how strong these lessons are. Right, one of the top green commons here. Just 2 bodies for the price of 1. Seems very strong. We've got a pretty aggressive blue. I think this is probably in the blue-red aggressive style of deck. This is probably best. We've got a kind of defensive little flyer here. Probably fine. I think I'd take the Professor of Zoomancy over it though. Whirlwind Denial is just... It's an okay. If counter spells are good in this format, I guess this is good. And maybe blue-green wants to play a sort of draw-go style of game. I don't think this lesson's very good. Like, you'd have to be getting something really specific. I think I'm just going to take this solid green card here. I'm not super thrilled about this Needlethorn Drake. Like, yeah, it blocks well, but like this thing makes me 2 bodies that block even better. So, all right, what's this? Agonizing Remorse. Oh yes, another start from scratch. There's a lot of another Needlethorn Drake as well. Tons of these. So there's basically Pest Summoning and Field Trip. Actually, I did one practice draft on Draft Simulator, and I essentially discovered that I ended up with a bunch of lessons and like no way to learn. So think I'm going to take the learn here because the lessons seem almost easy to pick up. Because the lessons, often they're like this, they're dual colored. This one does seem like a good lesson though. I mean, um, making 2 bodies for 3, like, this is kind of just a card you just put in your deck probably. But yeah, I just from that experience, I guess I found it was harder to get the learn cards. Also, this kind of fits with my ramp theme. Alright, we've got another field trip. We've got this Professor of Zoomancy. These Honor Trolls sort of like combo with the black-green deck. This thing just looks amazing, right? I mean, I don't think I can take it here, but it's like a 2-mana, you basically get a land and a spell into your hand. I don't know, it's like a 2-mana draw 2 almost. And there's another field trip. So I think, look, like I go for between the greedy play of this draw spell. I think I'm just going to take this solid green card. We'll have plenty of time to cast Expressive Iteration at some point. Adventurous Impulse. Ooh, a Berry in Books. I do like this card also looks really cool. 2 mana that gains you a bunch of life and then can sacrifice to get a like this. This seems probably like what this deck wants, but this is a removal spell. Lesson, Eureka Moment. Yeah, I don't know how much. I kind of want like most of these cards. Like draw spells are really important. Defensive things are important. Jeez, removal is important. I think I'm going to take this just because it's an uncommon. That could be wrong. Maybe I should be taking Eureka Moment here. Hard to say. Yeah, I really wasn't sure between all of those different cards. Alright, so now I should take a Eureka Moment, I think, over the 3rd Professor of Zoomancy, because we're stacking up a little bit. I mean, not that I'd mind having another one, but so diversify my cards. Oh, this thing? Wow. The squirrel looks great. Don't really want to splash that. This is kind of hard to splash as well. What's this thing? Double its power and toughness. It just seems you could pay 5 to do this ability, or you could just have it happen for free. Do like the unwilling ingredient. That's pretty cool. That seems nice. Seems like a good part of the. Alright, so we got a Needlethorn. Oh, we got a Berry in Books back. I gotta take a Berry in Books. There was like 3 of these Needlethorn Drakes. So if someone didn't take the first one, I'm gonna get one of them back. I think that this card looks really good if you're defensive, right? It's 3 mana. Like put the thing on top of the library as well. Like they have to draw it and cast it again. I don't know. Maybe I'm overvaluing this card. I guess we'll see. Vortex Runner. I think Charge Through is also going to be fine, but probably only if you've got like the Fractal. If you've got something. Like I'm not thrilled by this card, but I think it fits the deck better than these. I could also start from scratch for the sideboard. I'm just not doing that. So do I want this? Do I want black-white fixer? Oh, that's a very bad rate. Alright. It's in my sideboard. I can go get it if need be. Had 1 mana of any color. Well, it's ramping, but not ramping in the way I want it to, but I guess I'm not taking these cards, so maybe I play it, maybe I don't. Alright, now I'll take a Charge Through. This card looks like a super solid aggressive card. Oh, got a Cram Sesh. See, yeah, the what was that? Hang on, did the Cram Session have? Oh, that's got learn on it. Okay. Well, maybe that's in our main then. I mean, this is obviously in our board. Pack number 2. What have we got? We've got just a solid creature. We've got nothing. Okay, this looks pretty busted actually. I was going to say nothing busted, but this does look busted. Again, this is not what our blue-green deck wants to do. Some good. This is a great card. Obviously, slightly better. This is it's going to be fine in any deck. The question is, do I want Master Symmetrist, 4 mana, 4/4 reach, trample? Doesn't really combo with anything else. I think I actually want the Frost Trickster over this thing. Even though like this goes well with the fractal tokens. Yeah, I think the Frost Trickster might be better. I already have like a couple of 4-powered attackers. I've got a couple of 4-drops already. This is flying. That felt like the right pick there. Approach of the Second Sun. Could definitely take approach from this pack. There's nothing that I'm like sad to miss out on here. It's only 1 white. I could splash a white. I've already got my letter of acceptance. Oh, hello. Who's joined the stream? Two gougers. Welcome to the stream. Do you want me to pick Approach of the Second Sun here? Because I do. This only gets basic forests. But this gets anything. Environmental sciences. Oh, Valentin, hi. Yeah, alright, we're approaching. Ooh, what does this do? Choose land on online, reveal cards until you reveal a card of the chosen type. Well, that's kind of cool. It's kind of... Yeah, it's like an opt, I guess. Would be no right way to think about it. What does this do? 6 mana to get 4 basics, and you get 2, no matter what, and sometimes they get 1. Actually seems kind of powerful. Summoning's also good, Eureka Moment's also good. I guess I'm not really triggering Magecraft that much with this. There's this card again, which I still like. I'm gonna try this card. Like, maybe it's terrible, but maybe it's good. I'm not really sure. Alright, we've got another Frost Trickster. We've got a Mortality Spear, which again would be us splashing. Introduction to Prophecy. Well, that's quite a good one. The Pop Quiz. I think this Frost Trickster is probably better than all of them. Like, I don't have much removal, so I could see a case for the Mortality Spear, but if I'm already splashing the approach, I don't really want to be splashing black as well. Let's take the Frost Trickster. Ooh, okay. Well, unfortunately now there's a way to splash black. Defender, mill, removal spell, spirit summoning, which I can't play. Oh, we've got a way to splash black or to splash red now. Yeah, I don't think I'm just taking any of these random things. They just don't seem good enough, so I'll take a land. With a Bloom command. Mill 3, destroy target, 3 -1. Yeah, it's fine. If you cast another, it's a sorcery. It's a sorcery fight spell. This is a sorcery as well. It only kills X1s. Look, if we were definitely black-green, I'd take that. I think here I'm just going to take the Mage Duel because it's safe. Lash of Malice. Wow, black has been really open from this direction. Stone Rain. Amazing. This is best of 1. So I'm probably not going to Splanful, but that's not the kind of spell I'd splash, unfortunately. Alright, well, whatever. It's either that or Stone Rain, so... Divine Gambit, Cram Session, another Letter of Abundance. That doesn't go in this deck. Maybe it's the Cram Session? I don't... Maybe? I don't think I want multiple of these. Alright, 3 damage to each opponent. Alright, that's pretty useless. All of these are pretty useless. I guess I'll take this in case I end up getting some like fractal things. I've got a few little tokens. Wave Splash, red and white. Just a 5 mana 5/5 that gains you life. That's decent. This is also fine. I think I'm going to take this 5/5. You know, what I learned last set is that when there's not many big things in the set, sometimes it's useful just to have like, you know, this is the honey mammoth of the format, right? Oh, this card going so late. I want to play it. I want to play it. I don't really have any cheap things I want to do with that. Eureka Moment seems fine. Alright, take that. Oh, alright. Oh, these are all playable. I guess I'm never getting this out of my sideboard, am I? Okay, fine. Well, what are we looking for? I don't know. We're looking for this. Put a point counter whenever it deals damage to you. Remove a point counter whenever you... What a weird card. I mean, it's technically a ramp. I better look at some of the other cards in this pack. Target creature you control deals damage equals power target creature you don't control. Ooh. Doesn't buff, but oh, that seems good too. Another Eureka Moment, another Environmental Sciences. Is this card good? I don't think it's good. It's probably good with the bugs. Maybe it is good. You know what? I'm gonna try. I have no idea if it's good or not, but it does ramp. So at the end of the day, oh, that's that thing. Snakeskin Veil. I don't really have things that I'm protecting. There's just another Professor of Zoomancy. This seems sweet. Another Environmental Sciences. I don't really have that much lesson in learning going on. Like, I've got a few, but not tons. So does Snakeskin Veil actually protect anything? I don't really have anything I care about, because most of my things make multiple bodies. The 5/5 looks okay, yeah. Yeah, I know, things are pretty small in this format. Like, I haven't gone through it, but 5/5 looks like it has to be one of the biggest things. Grape Shot. Grape Shot seems like a sweet build around. This creates a fractal. Kelpie Guide is just whatever. There's another Needlethorn Drake if I feel like I just want that. Fractal Summoning, which is a lesson. I've got 3 learns and not that many lessons. Yeah, so I guess it's between this and the Drake. Come on, someone's already picked up like 3 of these Drakes. How many Drakes are you going to put in your deck? This thing's going to wheel. Or someone's just putting 4 1-mana 1/1 flying Death Touches in their deck, which just seems like a recipe for disaster. Maybe just another Mage Duel? I think there's another Mage Duel. Got a few big creatures. Got these 4/3s. I've got this 5/5. Containment breach. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. So this is a lesson. Okay, that's a pretty decent lesson to have in the sideboard. Having access to something. There's a duress that I'm not excited about. There's this lesson as well, but I think this lesson is less useful than this one, even though it's colorless. Gee, I really didn't get much in the way of, supporting this. I'm just blue-green at the moment. Like, I didn't really get much actual ramp. I'm on 22 cards, and I can easily put in something from the sideboard, so I'll just take some more stuff for my learn pile. Each different... Oh, this pack has a lot of good things in it. I'd like this, I'd like this, I'd probably just taking this land, because again, it's just going to make my deck better, but I'd be happy with any of those. Yeah, I think we're going to get something back, though, so I can afford to take the land. Whereas this pack is just... Ugh. I guess this is a way to splash approach, which is good, because I'm kind of getting a bit... running out of opportunities to splash and approach. How many ways do I have to draw cards to my approach? Not many. I've got this one... I think I'll still take that. I don't want to square up in this deck. Okay, cool. Take that. Yeah. Cool. Puts it onto the battlefield. That actually ramps. So that is what I want. Again, X-Life. Probably just take another Vortex Runner. When in doubt, creatures. Ooh, an environmental sciences or a snakeskin veil. Again, this is best of one, so I think I'll take the environmental sciences. I could play that if I need to. If this was best of 3, I guess I could consider taking the defend the campus. I don't know if we're going to play that. +2/+2. Alright. I'm not going to take my 3rd letter of acceptance. This thing could be better than it looks. I might play it. Oh, whatever, I'll take this flyer away from someone. So black-green did seem to be the open... Ooh, we got a lesson last pick. Black-green seemed like it probably was the most open out of that draft. Charge through's not looking like I need it here. 6 mana 4/5 with reach actually seems like it's pretty decent. This is 23, and I've got this. It's still. This is a confusing card because you're like you want to attack your opponent to get point counters on it, but like if you're attacking your opponent, you're already kind of winning the game. But also, if you want to play a defensive game, then you can just tap it and get counters on it. But you need 10 turns. So I'm not really sure what kind of deck it goes in. I think it's probably better in this kind of deck than in an aggressive deck. So how many learn versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 learn cards. I mean, 2 of them basically do nothing. Like just gave me some life. I've got a lot of life gain in the deck. So I think I can just play all the lessons in the board. Questions: do I want to do I want to play these cram sessions? So like, what's the best lesson I can get? Like 2 mana. I think it might be fine. I mean, what have I got to splash the approach so far? It's just this basic forest. That doesn't fix for mana. Don't actually have much. I've got this. And I've also, I don't really want to play Letter of Acceptance in the same deck. I guess this does draw you a card, so I've got these two, which are, it's so weird. I'm playing like these to get this, to get our planes for this, so I guess all my lesson cards, all my learn cards kind of count as fixing, in which case I've got a lot of fixing. Yeah, I'm gonna try not playing. I'm trying not playing the Letter of Acceptance first. How many creatures is this? 11. I didn't get any of the any of the 1/1 Death Touch flyers. Not that I mean, obviously I wasn't picking them highly, but how many people picking a blue green 1/1 flying Death Touch? Like, does this mean there was at least 2 other blue green drafters at the table, which just seems unlikely? Or one other person who ended up with 4 copies, which also seems unlikely, because why would you want 4 copies of that card? Yeah, I think it's probably a pretty simple mana base. Do I play this is a question? I don't think so. I've only got one, and essentially all of these learn cards mean I'm fixed, so I don't think I bother playing a tap land here. So I want to definitely play. I don't think there's not mill in this format, so I don't even need to be scared of my one plane is getting milled, do I? Or land destruction, because the planes is the only way I have to cast the approach. It's the thing I need to be aware of. I don't remember seeing any mill cards in the spoiler. I'm assuming I've got more green. I do. All right. There's my initial build. If anyone can see anything else that you reckon I should be slotting in here, then let me know in the chat, and I will attempt to. Oh, I guess now that I think about it, I guess there's an argument to be made for the. Oh, all right. The curate, right? Because it only looks at the top 2. I was essentially thinking, because I've got approach, the things that sort of look at the top 3 make me choose one and put the rest away are better because they sort of turbo me towards the approach after I've cast it the first time. Oh, so approach is going to be sweet in the blue red, like a Jeskai version. You play blue red and you play all the uncommons that kept wheeling, where you exile the top cards. Oh, that'd be sweet. All right, this seems good. All my colors of mana and no creatures. Perfect. Perfect deck. Perfect hand. What am I doing? Cram session and go get. Well, I don't need environmental science at the moment. I kind of need the creature, so I'm going to go get that summoning, I think. Gee, this is sweet. Yeah, so I think I just take fractal summoning. This hand looks like it's going to ramp a bit. Yeah, well, I get to learn again. I'm going to learn a lot. Learning a lot this game. Maybe I do want this now, because I'm kind of running out of lands. Alright. Well, the learn lesson card seems sweet. I mean, I only cast 2 of them so far, but alright, so maybe now I'm just casting this professor. I can't really double. There is a consideration to getting a land, but it just throws my curve off so badly. Because if I get a land, then I'm guaranteed to be able to cast this next turn. But this is going to be fine. Playing against Steve. And Steve main decked a lesson. Steve was just all in on lessons. Steve's also mana screwed, so. Alright, well at least I can environmental sciences now and then go get a land for Eureka moment. And then we're getting close to approach of the second sun. Environmental sciences for an island. Oh, I gained 2 life? This is sweet. Okay, that's fine. There's so much incidental life gain. Didn't realize it was this much. Alright, so now I can cast Eureka Moment. May as well do it on their turn. This is an instant, right? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I hit a land, which I'm pretty likely to do with 3 draws, whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. That's fine. I've got tons of life. I've got life to spare. Not attacking. I think you definitely want to attack there. There we go. Alright, it's approach time. Gee, we've got some serious life gain going on in this deck. Boop boop boop. Well, whatever. 33 life. No biggie. Well, now I don't want to cast this because it shuffles my library. Guess that's slightly awkward. Not that I really needed more ramp. Why aren't you attacking? I've got approach of the second sun coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's make a 7/7? Yeah. Alright. Oh, I've also got this thing. I can start, like, scrying. Sweet. Well, I don't know if I've just drawn really well, but this deck seems awesome at the moment. Yeah, alright. Alright. So what's the effect? Whenever a creature blocks this turn, its controller loses 1 life. Two, three, 4. I guess I'll just take 4. Oh, sweet. So I can cast this and Eureka Moment. Alright. I love how much life gain there is in this deck. It's great. Also a lot of lands. A lot of lands in this deck too, but that's fine. So, might put a stop on upkeep, so I can scry, yeah, whatever. To the bottom. Don't need that alternative way to win the game, when I have this alternative way to win the game. Hopefully we don't discover that they have target player puts the top card of their library into their graveyard. Yeah, alright, there we go. Deck is sweet. Approach is sweet. Who would have thought that the first deck I draft in this format would have Approach of the Second Sun in it? Yeah, the 5/5 that was great. That card's solid. Alright, Dex hand seems great. I can learn, go get my environmental sciences if need be. I got this thing. I guess it depends what I draw. If I draw another land, I probably want to lead with the creature. I've also got this one. Yeah, it depends if I draw lands or not. Alright, not drawing lands. Like, if I play this, I go get a land. Sorry, I go get environmental sciences, then next turn I'd have to cast it, so... But then I'm not missing a land drop, because if I cast this turn, don't hit a land, then I'm not getting a land, so I'm just going to get my land card. Just going to play it safe. And I'm playing against another black-green deck. Slightly more aggressive one. So I could combo this with the Mage Duel. Now I can fight something. So next turn, again I really want to hit a land. If I do, then I can do like multiple cards. I like how all of my cards are kind of viable. You know, they all sort of help get me out of when I'm behind because they gain me life or... Okay, there we go. So I can go 3 for Strixhaven Stadium and then 2 for like Overgrown Arch. That seems the best, right? Then next turn I can Field Trip plus Mage Duel. And this way I can get like my life gain and my blocker down. Try and find some of the professors or something. So, what? What? I don't understand. They just felt like giving it flying. Oh, okay, so maybe gains flying or lifelink. So I can go Field Trip, go get a forest, go get another thing that gives me a land, cast that, and then cast the Mage Duel, which is a pretty sweet turn. The Mage Duel will fight that on that. This can also gain life. Yeah, that seems sweet. That seems sweet. Get forest. Get another environmental sciences, because I haven't played a land. Cast this. Go get a forest. Play the forest. Play a Mage Duel. Have these fight. It's pretty sweet. So now I'm up to what? 4, 5, 6. So I've got 7 mana. So now, but only 6 lands. Sure. You get a flyer. I mean, I don't quite understand why you keep paying the life because I can doesn't change anything. Gain 1 life. I'm really stuck on blue. I guess I should have seen that beforehand. Um, the question is, do I try and get greedy and draw blue? I think I do. I'm not really in that much danger at the moment, so I really hope to draw an island here. Huh. Alright. Well, that was not great. Yeah, I kept fetching for. I mean, I had to fetch the forest that turn to do the fight spell. One, two, three, four. Well, at least next turn I can cast Professor and Frost Trickster or Vortex Runner, so I can cast a bunch of stuff. I'm still on 21 life. Oh, I'm gonna take at least 3. Each player sacrifices a creature or planeswalker. I mean, okay. I guess I'll do this one then, and I'll just get a creature. It's sort of hard to tell, but alright, I'll just get a creature. Gonna pay the life? Oh, damn it. If I draw another island. Okay, I did. I still think I'm definitely playing this. I'm probably just playing this to be efficient. I've got so many cards at the moment. I don't think this matters that much. And then I can tap. Tap the Poet, because then this 2/2 can trade with the Pledge Mage, which is slightly bigger when it's flying, although it's not flying all the time. I mean, the way this works out poor is if they have like an instant speed, well, if they have a removal spell, then they can kill this. Okay. A Mage Duel. Am I worried about this? Not really. Kind of more worried about the flyers. So I definitely want this thing down. How many lands do I have? 4, 5, 6, 7. So these aren't quite active yet. Do that, 3, and 3. Alright, well, cast this. Cast the Vortex Runner. I probably want to fire off the Mage Duel now, but I don't know what I'm targeting. I guess I'm going to target one of these flyers. Maybe the 3/1. Because I'm going to start pressuring their life pretty soon. Because these things are going to start getting big. Oh yeah, I've got this alternate way to win as well. I think that was okay to start getting a bit more aggressive there. Oh, it does target creature. Ah. Alright, maybe I should have taken out that then. I thought it was just itself. Alright, target creature's a lot better. So if I pick up a land here, that's quite good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, everything's pretty good. Because I can activate this. Alright. That makes this unblockable. Can attack. I probably want to attack. Because I've got a lot of things to cast, so can attack with this, this, because they can block plus encounters and things, so I'm kind of better off attacking and forcing them to jump with their flyer. Okay. Yeah, you probably don't want to be blocking with that thing. Alright, they're down to 6, so they're actually dead next turn because of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I could pick up something with this, so okay. So they could put a bunch of counters on this thing. What does this do? You draw a card, you lose 1 life. So they actually need to attack with this Leech Fanatic this turn, not to lose. Yeah, if they could put a +1/+1 counter on the Leech Fanatic, that'd be a good turn for them. No, they're just saying good game. Alright. Good game it is. This deck is sweet. So many different ways to win. We can win with our point counters, we can win with unblockable things, we can win with approach. Very cool. The learn lesson mechanic is very good in this deck. Like we get tons of cards of our ramp spells give us cards. Our defensive spells like our gaining life gives us cards. And we've got all the mana to be able to cast these, because the lessons are pretty expensive, right? But because we're ramping, we can kind of afford it. Oh dear. His hand is fine. I'm gonna mulligan it. Yeah. Alright, there we go. Keep 6. Are we keeping approach? Are we that greedy? I don't really have any way to shuffle approach. So the question is, do we want to win with like Professor of Zoomancy, or do we want to win with approach? I've already got quite a few 4s. I think I can put one of these professors back. Another black-green deck. Gee, black-green is just the flavor of the day. Finally, a 2-drop island I like. Okay, well, I do hope I pick up a land next turn, otherwise I'm going to have to do this silly thing. Okay, the worst squirrel. Turns out my first hand, just full of 2/3s, would have been quite good against this hand. Ah, damn it. Um, so there's a question if I get another forest. I think it's still correct to get the plains, but I definitely could have got a forest there, because then I'll be able to like double spell a bit easier. So if I hit a land, I can play Professor. If I don't hit a land, then I can play, what do these get? They just get Trample, okay. Alright, well, I'm going to have to play a creature here. The question is, do I play the Vortex Runner or the Frost Trickster? The Frost Trickster is probably better. It taps the Master Symmetrist, and then I can trade with the Squirrel. This can start doubling. Because either way, this is essentially... Alright. I was going to say either way it's preventing 4 damage. I mean, that definitely prevented 4 damage just then. So what would be good? I just want some lands, to be honest. Sort of have to play this now. So if I get a land next turn, I could go for the super Eureka moment, putting in a forest, mage dueling something, which would be pretty sweet. To be honest, I think this game's probably over. I just haven't drawn a land since the beginning. Boop, boop, boop. If I get a land here, then I can cast Professor, but yeah, no land means I'm dead. Do need to draw a land at some point in the game. Professor would have been decent on that board. Makes 2 bodies. Hopefully trades with the 4/4. But yeah, we were definitely hoping to hit a land earlier than whatever turn that was. 6 or something. Yeah, this hand looks good. Alright, nothing to do on turn 2, but that's okay. So next turn, probably field tripping. Maybe not. What does this one do? Whenever you cast or copy instant or sorcery, the land card. Alright, well. So if I get a land, I'm definitely casting. I can cast this next turn. If I just play a creature, then if I do hit a land, I can do field trip plus mage duel next turn. But if I do the field trip now, I can get the thing that fetches a land. Yeah, I think this is actually better, even though it's got all those combos that we just talked about. Because this way I can actually get this thing as well. So then next turn, I can either cast this, or this and this. Or if I pick up a land, I can cast this, oh no, I can cast this, and this, because I get the land off the environmental sciences. Okay, that's sweet, that's sweet. So, I can go this and this for environmental sciences, get a plains, cast the squirrel, fight the squirrel on that. Yeah, so Mage Duel is actually quite a good card in this deck. And then I'm still taking damage, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not attacking? I think the squirrel's better than this thing. Maybe not. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need 2 more lands to give it to a 4/4. So I can cast Professor here, which is better at trading but less mana efficient, or I can cast Frost. Yeah, it's probably just better to double spell since I can. I'm also not attacking, but that's because I value my squirrel. Although maybe if following that logic, I should have attacked because they wouldn't block. What is this? Huh. Thopter carrying a cake. Well, at least these lands are kind of useful now. I'm going to cast this pre-combat in case they have a counter spell. Alright. Oh, is this the put it into my library spell? Bury in books? That I was really high on? I haven't seen cast yet? No. Oh, instant speed fight spell, that's kind of cool. Right, well, next turn... Okay. Next turn, my creatures get very big, which is good, because other than that, I'm not doing anything. So, now I've got an unblockable. Oh, I had this. I didn't have the mana to activate it last turn, did I? Alright. Whatever. Let's attack with this, because then I've got blocks. Yeah, that's fine. Overgrown Arch. It's such a mediocre thing to draw. But I can learn from it. Oh, I don't think I need it. It's a bit slow here. Can block that on that. No, don't want that. Alright, what are we gonna draw? Alright, do want that. So that's good. They seem to have another instant, so kind of curious about what that might be. Whatever, I'm just, I don't know what the counter spells are in this format, but alright, this is good. This is good. Draw 2 cards. I don't mind if I do. Excellent, a cram session. I'm not using that. Probably just the big thing. I can cast that next turn. Don't need to fight anything, because nothing over there does anything. Let's attack with this. I'm on 24 life. It's still fine. Yep. You get a lot of lands. I mean, I guess at some point this thing's going to be slightly worrying. Draw 2 cards. That's why we first picked this thing. Ooh, there's approach. Can't cast it though. What are the chances we hit a land with this? I kind of want to save it till after I cast approach, so... I mean, not that it's going to matter that much, because... like, I'm just going to win with this Vortex Runner, but... well, I mean, obviously they could kill or bounce the Vortex Runner. But now I've got... this is 5 unblockable. Yeah, right, it's the biggest threat on their board. Alright. Our blue-green deck did the thing, and theirs did not. Well, I'm liking blue-green so far. I mean, I thought I would from the outset. Ramp, card draw. Seems good to me. Yeah, I'm not going to turn down this hand. So I'm going to play... let's see. If I play this, then next turn I've got 3 for one of those. So yeah, I think Zimone might actually be okay here. We might actually get to use the other ability for once. Didn't draw another land though, unfortunately, so I can't actually use it. Yeah, because if I draw on a land, I gotta play the stadium, and then activate it. But as it is, I'm just gonna ramp a bit. This environmental science is one of the better lessons, at least from what I've seen now. You know what? I'm not attacking. There's that 2-1 with flash. Okay. So here I could just cast a 5/5, or I could do a bit of ramping. I can cast Stadium, and then... that's interesting. I think the ramp is better. Could be wrong. But this also gives me a win condition on its own. So if I do that, I do this, I do this, I go get planes. Oh. Oh no, it puts it in tapped. Okay. I was going to say I could have like then cast something if it put it in. Oh no, I can't because I've only got 1 mana. Alright. I'm not doing much, but I am ramping, and now at least I have a win condition, so they need to do something. Yep. So next turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What did they get? Yeah, that's fine. If they want to use that on my... on any of my permanents, I guess I'm kind of happy. Land would have been nice there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can do 4 and 3. I guess I'm going to attack first. Get some point counters on this thing. Instant army. All counted. Okay, alright. What do they discard? Pilgrim of the Ages. When it enters the battlefield, return it from the graveyard to your hand. Okay. Three, 6, 7. I kind of want to activate this as part of my turn. I guess I should do it now because I could draw the Eureka thing. I probably don't want to tap exactly that mana. I want to tap this, 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 and this. Because I'm not casting Approach of the Second Sun if I draw it. But if I draw Eureka thingy, then I can activate. Alright. This is a sorcery. Attack with these and see what happens. Well, that's fine. Cram session. Look at if I could get a counter spell here, that's really what I want. Do I just want the fractal summoning? Probably. I mean, there was some consideration because they've got like now, they're getting up to the amount of mana where they can cast these gigantic. Oh, okay, it's fine. They can cast these gigantic spells, so I was considering getting things like the you know, getting rid of destroying this so they can't cast their gigantic spells because they might have some really good spells in there. Again, I'm not using white mana. Draw 2 cards. Alright, a couple of Frost Tricksters. I was going to say I assume this is one of those big spells, but no, it's just that thing. It does have reach. Gee, just drawing 2 cards every turn is something I can get used to. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I mean, I assume there's some kind of removal spell. Alright. Hey. Their deck looked kind of cool. I don't know what it was doing, but I expect it was cool. My deck is very cool. Learning what is good. I think everything in my deck has been like as good as I thought it was. I don't think there's any cards that have been like, oh, that's worse than I thought it was. There's plenty of cards my opponents have played that have been like, oh yeah, that's as bad as I thought it was. I guess that's the beginning of a format though, isn't it? Is it another black-green? Oh, it is! Looks like I had a 2-2. I was racing them. I guess it makes, well, I don't know. It doesn't make much of a difference. Do I want Vortex Runner or a Trickster? I just play... Kind of interesting. I guess this races, so... This is a good card. Yep, that trades with my Professor. Play Professor, because the next turn I can go Eureka Moment plus Mage Duel. So if they have a way to put counters on this, whatever. Are they going to fight? Maybe they got that thing like when it dies it comes back or something. I don't think I'm that worried about whatever happens. Mortality Spear, sure. I mean, I guess it works nicely with the trample. Oh, there's Approach. So I'm going to Eureka Moment now. I can't. Oh, I can Mage Duel. Mage Duel is just a good card. Put a land card onto the battlefield. I need to find some way to learn. Oh, I've got this way, I guess. So this can learn me for the environmental sciences I need to cast Approach. I didn't really need to do that, but whatever. The thing is, I don't have many big creatures, so like if they play anything larger than a 3/3, I'm not fighting to kill it anyway. Oh, there we go. There's another way to fix. Cast it for 6. So, what do I do? For 4 basic land cards, put one of them onto the battlefield on an opponent's control. Oh no. Oh, this just gets me 4 lands? Okay, I thought it only got me 3 lands for some reason. Alright, this is a big ramp spell then. I guess I'm fine with that trade. I mean, what would be annoying is if then they killed my Overgrown Arch here and then I couldn't learn from it. Oh no, I don't need to because I've got Approach. Alright. Whee! Probably not going to win from Approach at this point, but at least we have the option. Oh, they get to learn. What do they get? Scry 2, then draw a card. Yeah, that seems pretty good right here. I'm guessing there's a... I'm just going to get my Fractal Summoning. 8, 9, so I can make it 7. You gain life. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, so I'm going to tap this and then attack, and they have to block that on there. Otherwise they're dead. I guess maybe there's an argument to playing a land for Eureka moment, so then I've got enough to cast Approach after it. But Eureka moment puts a land into play anyway, so... Alright, zooming up with this sweet blue-green deck. It'll be interesting to come back after, you know, a couple of weeks of the format and have a look at what in that draft I was doing. I'll be like, oh, I should have picked that card really highly, because at the moment it feels like, oh yeah, I picked everything, you know, where it was. There was a few cards wasn't certain about, but one thing I'm not regretting is passing all of the 1/1 flying death touches, because I have not wanted those. Cool. Ah, 2-drop on time. So if I draw another land, I could do that thing where I Strixhaven. Ah, never lucky. This field trip then. Go get this, go get environmental sciences. I guess now they can exile target tapped creature if they want. Well, that's useless. I don't really want to Mage Duel that. I can just go Professor. I could go Strixhaven, Stadium, and then Environmental Sciences, and then play the land. I do really want to keep up with my land drops, so I think that's probably better. I'm not going to bother fighting that thing. I'm just going to get my planes, play it. And if we had another land, it'd be ramping even more. Oh, they don't have any more lessons? Oh, that's sad. Alright, there's the land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I draw a land, this is the riskier play, but if I draw a land off this, then I can play the Professor. I think I'm just gonna go for the greed play. Greed play paid off. Always lucky. We can even get an extra point counter on our thing. Opponent's on 2 lands. We are on 8 and about to rumble. You attack with the Professor? Okay. I guess you want to take the counters off the thingy, but this isn't really a fair competition at the moment. I mean, I guess I'm flooding out pretty hard, but now I just get to draw cards. kind of insane how much ramp I've got going on here. They're on 2. I'm on like 9 or 10 lands. I've got 9. Okay. I mean, I get that they got really unlucky in not drawing lands, but that was kind of ridiculous. Alright, potentially only 1 game left with our very sweet Bant control deck. I love how much incidental life gain there is. Always a good format when you can just play ramp, gain life, splashing, whatever you want strategies. Once again, all ramp. Well, not all ramp. Lots of ramp. And opponent goes first. This is a riskier hand to keep. I'm still going to keep it, but this is the kind of hand that I could get run over with. That's good. That's good. Yeah, so this is a pretty slow version, and they got to be on the play. But I'm still not in a bad spot here. I'm gonna take the fractal summoning. So the thing is, now I've got a combo like I can fractal summoning for 1 less and then mage duel on it if I want, like to kill a big creature. Still probably just casting this professor next turn. What does this do? A quick creature gets +1/+1 and has lifelink, and you learn another inkling summoning. Alright, that's cool. So I can cast Professor of Zoology. The thing is, I really want to fight the spirits, so I can also go 1/2. So it's only a 3/3, so it's going to trade with that. So I think it's better to cast the Professor. Next turn I can go 1, 2, 3. Make a 4/4, which blocks the Professor quite well. And then fight the Inkling that they play off that. This just prevents them equipping post-combat. Cram session is good. So now, I think... Oh, I need 1 more to do that play that I talked about. So I can make a 1, 2, 3, 4... I can make a 3/3. I really want to make a 4/4 though. What are my other options? I can do this, but that doesn't really do anything. I could just make a 4/4, but that also seems bad. I guess a 3/3 is not the end of the world. And they also could have a response here, because they're holding mana up. So maybe I just make a 4/4. Seems pretty bad. But because then if they have a removal spell, if they have a removal spell that costs 2, I'd be done anyway. So, and they know I have this is the problem. So they're probably just saving removal spell sort. So I think I'm just going to cast it, and then like maybe they have a removal. Okay. Alright, well, that's not good. Combat tricks. Combat tricks! Okay, so if I draw a creature... Okay. If I draw a creature that can fight... Which I did... That was a very good draw. Not out of the woods yet, because obviously they can cast this thing, but getting closer to it. Because I'm not actually dead to the Inkling next turn. So I could still do something like approach. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Probably casting that and Verdant Mastery this turn. I don't really want to get that. Maybe I'll get this thing. Deals 1 damage to any target, but I can't actually cast that because I don't have any way to make coloured mana. I don't really want Introduction to Annihilation, so maybe I'll get Containment Breach, which at least stops that. And here I can cast Verdant Mastery for 6. Get this, just like thin out the deck a ton. Tapped, 2 islands in hand. So now, depending on what they cast, so I can scry and stuff. 1, 2. Well, three, 4. Alright, let's scry. The problem with this is if I have approach on top, Alien can't cast it. But yeah, alright, that was exactly what I wanted. Let's draw that. Main. Alright, so I can Containment Breach this Poet's Quill. Make a Pest. And then I can cast this, which stops this for another. Each player loses 2 life, you draw 2 cards. Alright. That's pretty decent actually in their deck. Wait, what? Whenever you cast an instant or copy, return target non-legendary creature card. Wow, okay, well, that would be good to get rid of. 2, 3, 4. Scry. I guess I want that, because it kind of gets rid of that. And hope that they don't have an instant or sorcery. Okay. Lose 1 life and gain 1. And I put that there and put that here. And then cast this on that. One, 2, 3, 4. Hanging on by the skin of our teeth here. Oh, there's approach. Ooh. Alright. Hold. Hold. What's this? Oh dear. That's not good. If that's a removal spell, then I'm done for. No! No, we're so close. So close to stabilizing. Uh, so close. Cool. I can keep that. Whoa, okay. Menace lifelink. Alright, well, in that case, I'm going to get my environmental sciences. So all the creatures that I would die get exiled. It's a slow and inefficient way to ramp, but at least it gains me some life. So essentially I just want lands with this hand. Give me more lands. Hey Valentin, we're playing against Valentin. So slow. So next turn I can go squirrel, I can go environmental sciences, squirrel, and fight. Alright, well. I don't know what you take here. You could take approach, because I can't get it back. I mean, I don't need approach to win. Yes, I'd like to win with approach, but playing duress main deck. Pick one, pack one, Valentin. Yeah, I think the when you play this card, you should play the other side because the other side is nuts, and the Valentin side is like just fine. Where are my lands? Where are my lands at? It's hard to find these lands. They are elusive. The squirrel's better to play here, and I don't need to fight, but I think just trying to stabilize the board a bit better. So if I draw a land next turn, you have the option of casting Verdant Mastery. Probably not. Okay, well with that, and me drawing that, then no. So I can cast Arch and Vortex Runner, or just cast the Witherbloom Pledge Mage. And this is better against removal, but sort of a much for muchness there. I mean, yeah, it's not the best against removal, and they probably have a removal spell. But, alright. Not getting lucky with these land draws, am I? So the thing is, if I hit a land next turn, then I can cast Verdant Mastery and go up 3 lands, so all my lands matter cards will be active. I've already used 2 Environmental Sciences. And I think I'm just gonna hope I'm gonna draw a land next turn and just play some creatures out. Because the thing is, I've actually got to win this game with creatures now, because my approach is gone. My opponent's probably just got all removal spells or like 5-drops in hand, because they haven't played lands. We've both been stuck on lands. I think their deck goes better when it's stuck on lands. I'm assuming this is the fight spell between this and the Vortex Runner, which should be pretty good. Can also, I really don't want to cast this for 4, but I do have the option of casting it for 4. Yeah, if that fights that, then I can't block the... Oh, it's that one. Okay. It's just the punch spell. Okay, just block that. Oh my god, where's my lands? I guess I'm still in the same situation I was in last turn. Just play. Well, if I play this, then this sets me up the best to draw. Like if I draw a land next turn, so. Okay. Pass to blockers. Kill this. I don't know what costs 1 black. I think this is just an attack to grow this thing. Hope there's not some combat trick or instant speed spell for a single black that just blows me out. It's going to be a hard game to win. Approach of the second sun would have been sweet. There's the land. Alright, well, hopefully they don't have a removal spell for this Zimone, and then I'll be okay. if they do have a removal spell, then I'm kind of screwed because like I've used all my actual cards early. So I think I can afford to take 1 damage here. No, don't kill Zimone. Don't kill Zimone. Okay, thank goodness. Okay, so I can cast the Professor. I kind of want to fight this thing, and so I can do that with Cram Session plus Mage Duel. Yeah, because... Oh, hang on, I can just do that by casting it as well. But then I can't... Yeah, I may as well cast the Cram Session because it's free. Alright, casting Cram Session. Do I want Exile and... No, I just want a big creature, I think. Make the biggest creature that I can. This can fight this one, which I think is more of a threat at this point. Do I attack with it? I think so. Because this is the only turn it's going to trade with that thing. I can play Campus, but I don't need Campus right now, and I might want to activate the Arch, so... Because I wasn't blocking that Witherbloom Pledge Mage. Take a bit of a hit here. 7. Need that thing that can put stuff on the bottom of my library. I could also... I could block the Pledge Mage and... So I could... Yeah, I could block the Pledge Mage and then... learn from it. They get to make a 1-1. Oh well. So now I'll get this stupid, expensive thing if I need it. At least I've now got an answer for something if they cast something really good. Alright, it's a 4-4. So Professor of Zoomancy. Just make some dudes. 2, 3, 4, 5. Play the Campus now. Leave up Zimone and Eureka Moment. I've got 14 cards left, so I've got to win this. I need approach. I need my approach back. It's going to involve doing a big fractal summoning at some point, so I've kind of just got to outcard them. It's going to be tough with this much life gain. What do I have left in my deck? I've got a few of the flyers. I've got to do some damage before the flyers actually do anything. How many Vortex Runners do I have left? I think both of them are gone? Oh god, it's going to be so hard to win. And I can just keep making 1/1s when my things die. that there. I don't know why these are attacking. Um, yeah, I probably do want to block it, even if there's a trick, because like otherwise it's gonna block my giant thing. It's better to get. All right, yeah. Resolve, 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 resolve. 14 cards left. Probably can't afford to, because I've got nothing that shuffles stuff back into my library. Oh, I've got the hit counter thing. So I could win with that. Okay, alright. That could be possible. Got to find it first, and then get a bunch of the flyers to attack through. What are they learning here? They got... Okay. Well, I will draw 2 cards. There's that one. There's Field Trip. Better attack with my Squirrel Colony. Got 11 cards left, so I probably can't afford to do that anymore. So I can attack with the Scurrid Colony. Gotta start finding this hit counter thing. Resolve that. Play a Frost Trickster. Keep this tapped. 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably gonna start scrying with this thing. What are my blockers like? They're alright. Yeah, I really need to find that hit counter thing, so... I guess I can afford to take one more card out of my library beforehand. Got another Eureka moment in there, jeez. Alright, and then I'll get Containment Breach, because it's the only one that I can actually cast. I'll try and scry to my stadium. That's fine. It's going to be a delicate balance. That duress was actually game changing. Hilarious. Okay. Like, maybe I don't want this to die because they can get it back from their graveyard. I'm not really sure. Jeez, that's a big thing. So let's scry here instead of drawing. Bottom that. Scry again. Bottom that. Draw. Nine cards left. Attack for 4. big is this? 8. No. Not big enough. Professor Onyx. Usual knife. Each opponent sacrifices creatures the greatest power. Okay. Yeah, I definitely feel like I'm losing this game. Which is a pity, because deck was sweet, but I guess you can't control it. That duress murdered me. Can I afford to draw cards with 9 cards left in my library? I think I kind of have to. Give me my hit counter. So I can exile Onyx. They get to draw a card, but that's fine. Why are you not tapping this plains? I don't have any use for this plains. They draw a card, and I'll cast the Professor. Come on, hit counters. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm just rapidly running out of time. It's not just. It's not X. No. It's still in my library. I can target myself with this. Okay. Main. Cast this. Now I've got to try and go wide as possible. So this would win in 10 turns, so I need to get 5 hits in and not let them hit me back, which seems tough. Since I only have 1 evasive threat. But at least if they try and kill it, I can bury it in books. Which gives me an extra draw step. Never getting through on the ground. But next turn I can just cast a gigantic fractal summoning, so they're never getting through on the ground. Because I probably want to keep enough up for burying books. Man, this game. Alright, so I'm just going to block on the pest here. Gain 1 life. Must remember to tap the stadium at end of turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I can cast for 10, so I can make an 8-8, which isn't even that big. I mean, if they don't have a kill spell for this Frost Trickster, I mean, they have to have 2 kill spells for it, because I've got the Bury in books. Then I can win with these stupid point counters. Oh, I probably want to cast the Fractal Summoning. Leaving 5 up for Bury in books. 8, 9, 10. Let's make an 8-8. Which doesn't even seem that big right now, but... hopefully they get distracted and like try and kill that thing instead of my other creatures. It's just whenever a creature you control deals... So I have to deal combat damage first. Okay. Do I attack with the 8-8? I guess it's always trading with multiple creatures, so... yes. Oh, this game. Because there might be a point where they kill my Frost Trickster enough times that I've got to like attack through to get this to trigger. I guess I'll keep that land in hand. Oh. And then if they've got a way to destroy artifacts, then I'm probably just dead. There's a lot of ways this can go wrong. That's fine. Okay, back to my turn. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 creatures. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. I've got 7 creatures. May as well put that land on the bottom. This is even more useless. I did tap that, didn't I? I hope I did. If I didn't, that was pretty silly. I've got 2 turns left. Okay, good, thank you. Gee, this is a grind. This is a grind and a half. Alright, but technically I've got 3 turns left because I can bury in books my own Frost Trickster, which gives me an extra turn. But then I can't even attack with it, so. Alright, tap this. So 8. Yeah, who wants to see the end of this riveting match? Attack with that and that. I mean, this is good because there might be a time like they've got so few creatures next turn. Maybe I can just attack with enough that the point counters get there. Hang on, I've got this trigger on the stack. Yes! Yes! Oh, wow. What a game. What a game. Well, alright, that was a G. That was a GG's. Valentin, well done on sticking it to the end. We got to see the full glory. Ah, we won with the stadium. Alright, so we won with approach, we won with stadium, and we won with attacking. So I think we can tick off everything off our bucket list for that deck. Ah, well, thanks very much for watching, for tuning in, for commenting, and yeah, I'm going to take a break now, but I'm sure we'll be back for some more drafts in the future, and we'll see you around. Have a good day, everyone.